Here we have the indoor unit of an LG unit. We see that it is partially disassembled. We will also do some measurements and observe some points that the board presents us to be able to control. If we bring the board closer, we can see that it is placed exactly upside down from the outdoor board. So, that means that there are things that we can no longer control. We no longer have the green part of the board, but we do have some details or points to be able to make some measurements. Can we measure how the capacitor is doing? Yes, we can, but not from below the capacitor, but we can actually do it from the fan output. Remember that these fans are powered directly with 310 volts that are the ones that come directly from the capacitors. So, if we can measure between the black and red point of these fans, we will have a measurement of the direct current voltage of the capacitors. But for this we need some tricks, because they are very fine points and it is difficult to insert the test leads. Something that I usually do is the following. We will use a multimeter, but we will put different tips on it. In this case, what I did was to peel off a little or burn a little the rubber of this output to be able to place this test lead here. These multimeter test leads are sold separately. They are very economical, similar to those of the oscilloscope, and they are used to leave fixed measurement points. For example, we are placing it on the negative, and from there I will place with this tip also a special thin tip. We will place it inside to measure and find the capacitor voltage. So, we are going to energize the unit. We are going to wait. And we are going to verify if those voltages are there. Well, 306 volts, we are fine so far. 306 volts, the capacitor voltage is correct. Here we have the rectifier bridge, but it is a bit complicated to measure. Everything else that is there is complicated, although it is there and we can understand it. Switch. Ferrite transformer. Look that we have the Schottky diodes of half-wave rectification here. The final filtering capacitors. In this board we have 7805, here behind this plastic. These are some parameters that they present us. We could also measure even the receiver of the remote control. As already taught, that point is exposed to us. We could measure the sensors and their voltages. There are many things that we can do with a little knowledge of electronics without having to disassemble the entire unit. And that is better, because with the unit assembled it allows us to have the entire unit in operation, the entire unit assembled, and we will arrive better at the resolution of the problem. Please leave a comment if you have any questions.